They don't really have good effects.
They like the corny one. Like now, because I mean we're already here, but I'm assuming you can probably download like a set of effects.
Yeah, no.
And like bring it on a USB or however that works.
Alright.
You want to go live in 5 minutes, 10 minutes? Or?
I text him, we're ready already. We're ready. Let's get this ball rolling.
Well, no, it says, I don't know.
Preview opera.
He said that Sunday when he switches the camera, no?
There you go.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. Alright, you ready?
Let's rock and roll.
Y'all ready? Check, 3, 2. Buenas noches, drum roll, baby. We're here, La Sopa, the first official La Sopa podcast. I go by the name of DJ Kicks. I got my brother here.
What's good? Choncho ain't here. What's up? Gordo, what's up with you?
You already know, Gordo in here.
Hey.
Juaco.
Walk on the house, representing that 305, baby.
Yo, it's when we had an opportunity to bring Juaco, I was like, yo, it's only right if we bring Juaco as our first guest. Juaco's my brother. We've worked together for a long time. I've known him for a very long time, and we're here. We're gonna party. We're gonna have a good time. We're gonna talk our shit. You know the vibes.
Hell yeah, baby.
I said make it
Welcome,
happen,
man.
bro.
Pleasure to meet you,
Yeah,
brother.
thank you, my brother.
So I think before we get into like the spicy shit, I kind of want the people to know who Juaco is. Who are you, Juaco? Talk to us.
Bueno, I'm Juaco. Nah. I mean, shit. I guess I just describe myself as a local artist from Miami. Cuban, but Miami born and raised. You know, putting on for Miami. That's what I'm trying to do. Have fun with the music.
I love that, man.
Always repping the city, man.
Hell yeah.
Always repping the city. So, Juaco, question. What made you get into music? Like, were you always around music and you're like, oh, I want to be an artist? Did you used to freestyle when you were younger? Like, yo, I got talent. What made you get into the music industry?
Bro, so, like, honestly, I've always liked music, you know. It's always been around me. And then my manager, he used to make music, which is my cousin, June. He used to be an artist himself, so I guess being little and seeing my cousin, I would look up to him. Oh shit, he's an artist. You know, he has songs with Arcángel, other artists and stuff like that. I'd be like, damn, I kind of want to try this. And I've always written music since little, since like middle school. I had a journal. You can ask people that know me since middle school. Yeah, I would walk around the hallways with a journal, and I would make beats on the desk with a pen and this and that.
He was spitting bars as a youngin', dog.
But I never recorded till like, you know, a few years back. Actually, the first song I recorded was in high school. Shit.
Wow.
No way. Took you that long?
Yeah, and it was just like, it was actually in English, the first song. I never released it or nothing. And then I recorded this other song in Spanish called Hasta Abajo. Hasta Abajo. Hasta Abajo.
Oh, okay.
And then...
I never heard it.
Yeah, ever since then, almost nobody heard it. Just like the friends from high school and shit, but
Let me ask
it
you
was
a question.
dope.
My bad, I don't mean to interrupt you. Was that in Braddock? Did you go to Braddock or?
Yeah, I went to Braddock.
Oh, that's the school that you performed at.
Yeah.
That was dope.
How was that?
That's
How was
like
that experience?
that's like goals right there. Like to go back to your high school, be able to perform and have. Not only did he perform, and like people were like, yo, who is this guy? No, like he performed, and like people were
And
jamming.
everybody knew him, I think.
Like your name is buzzing in Miami, Juaco. And I don't just say that because you're my boy, you're my brother. I really do think that you're extremely talented and that you got potential to not only be buzzing in Miami, but be buzzing worldwide, and that's the goal.
Thank you, my brother. Appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, that experience going back to Braddock was amazing. Because, like, for me, you know, when they would do the pep rallies and shit like that, they would bring other, like, DJs and other artists that had graduated from Braddock. They're like, oh, like, look, this is Fulanito Tal. You know, he graduated from here, I don't know how many years ago. And it's like, damn, that's pretty dope. So then, for me to be able to go back to where I graduated from, I think by the time I did it, I had graduated, like, 4 years prior to that. And it's like, damn, like the younger generation is listening to me, so this is pretty cool, you know. And also, I feel like even though like it might not be a big thing, I feel like that's a way to give back, you know.
100%.
To like my school. I saw a bunch of old teachers and shit like that. That was super cool.
Did you see teachers that said, yo, you ain't gonna do nothing with your life? I'm sure that there's a bunch of teachers that in high school, they always knock on you, man.
Yeah, I'll be honest, thankfully, I was always like the one talking shit, class clown, you know. I actually won most spirited senior year.
No way.
Yeah, so I would be the one, you know, dressed up as una viejita, walking with un batón and the makeup and doing all the crazy shit. So thankfully, you know, I was somewhat popular and shit like that, but there's always that one or two teachers that siempre te cae mal, you know. I feel like we all have it, you know. You can get along with everybody, but there's always that one teacher that she don't like you just because.
And you're gonna remember them forever.
Yeah, and I think it was like she wasn't an assistant principal, but it was like she wasn't a teacher though, and she was in charge, I think, like of activities or sports, some shit like that. And when she saw me, she's like, "Oh my God, I remember you." I'm like, "Oh yeah, now." And she's like, "Oh wow, it's so crazy to see you. You know, that you're doing things." I'm like, "Oh, thank you." You know, I treated her nice and stuff. And then by the time I left, she asked me for a picture. You know, she's like, "Oh my God, you know, I always believed, you know, that like we would have talent coming out of our
That's
school."
crazy.
Yo, you go back and you shit on your teachers, man. I know there's a bunch of teachers out there that hate on students, man.
Oh, 1,000%.
You think she was showing you fake love, or it was actual?
So what I think it was is like, maybe it wasn't fake love, but maybe now is when she's catching love, because maybe she heard some songs, or when she sees how people are reacting to me, like, oh shit, this is not a stuck-up kid, you know. There's like, I try to be as humble as possible, so and show love to who shows love to me. And if you don't like me, I'll still show love.
100%.
You know.
I'm not gonna lie, I was a complete opposite of high school. I was like the average student that just laid low, played ball, and you just got by. You feel me? Like I was just cruising by high school, dog. But that's dope. That's dope, man.
I don't have much high school experiences, but talk about being humble. How do you deal with like the spotlight?
Honestly, for me, it's kind of hard sometimes, because it's hard for me to be flashy. So my parents always taught me, like, don't be flashy. You know, like, if you're in a room and not everybody has the same possibilities as you, like, you know, make sure everybody feels comfortable, you know, whatever the case is. So I would feel like when it's time to being an artist, you kind of have to act flashy. You know, for me, I have to act flashy because it doesn't come natural to be flashy. And so it's one of those things that I had to kind of get used to it. You know, like, the jewelry and shit like that, like, yeah, now I wear it out, but normally I'll be like, just tuck that shit in, you know. I know I have it. I don't have to show anybody I got it.
I had to tell him, yo, bring that thing out, Juaco. Bring that thing out. I'm not gonna lie, you play the role good though. I know it's hard for you, but when we pull up, everybody knows Juaco's here, dog.
I try to, you know, play my role as an artist, but as natural as possible, if that makes sense, you know.
You gotta do it. You're an artist, you know. That's what people look up to, you know. That flashiness, all that. At the end of the day,
1,000%.
You look at all these artists and they're flashing. You're like, whoa, what is that?
Yeah, no, and also, like, the way that I see it, being around other artists, or like even before I started making music, when I would meet an artist, you always remember sometimes more that cool artist that says yes to a picture and actually talks to you for a little bit than that one person that just like brushes you off, you know.
No, 100%. Everybody remembers that experience when you go up to somebody. Yeah, when I was younger, I will never forget. So you guys remember Birdman from the Heat, right? When he played for the Heat. Bro, I'm on a date at Sunset Place Mall going to the movies. I'm with a chick. She goes, "Oh, it's Birdman on the line," and like he's making the line to buy a movie ticket. I'm like, yo, I need a picture. I'm a fanboy, dog. You get me? Like, I get excited, like, when I see shit like that. So I will never forget. I go up to, yo, can I take a picture? He goes, yo, if I take a picture with you, I gotta take a picture with everybody else, my dog. So please don't do that to me.
I mean, not to
you feel me? You remember that, like, damn, dog. Like, it kind of sucks. Like, you're a fan, bro. You feel me? I mean, I'm not popping. You feel me? I'm not that popping. You know, maybe I'll get there at one point, but like for me, rise of now, nigga, like I would be humble just like Juaco and want to take pictures with everybody and show love to everybody. You know.
You also gotta remember they deal with that shit daily.
Yeah,
like,
bro.
Think about it. They don't go anywhere that they're not being recognized. They don't go places that nobody doesn't realize who they are, especially if they're in the city where they play ball at.
No, especially when you're 7 foot and you're tatted to your neck to your feet, dog. Like you can't hide anywhere.
And especially when he won 2 titles and they already know who he is.
No, but honestly, I think it was pretty cool that at least he explained to you, like, listen, if I do this, I'm about to do it with everybody.
Yeah.
Like other people would just be like,
they wouldn't even talk to you.
Do it.
They'll tell the security guard, hey, yo, tell that guy no.
I kind of understood, but in the same way, like, it still sucks. You get me? Like,
oh, of course.
You know, like, another experience that I had at Centro with Chocolate. Chocolate didn't want to take. Nah, I'm not taking a shot. You know, hey, Bajanda, man. Bajanda, we doing this time. But like, Chocolate was another person that was like telling people no for pictures, and yo, I guess in a sense I get it. Like, yo, like probably has everybody at Centro wanting to take a picture. Before you know, it's 3 a.m. and you're still there taking pictures with everybody. You know, so you can't really please everybody when your name is out there, or when you're popping, or when you have clout. So.
Yeah. I mean, I would say that depends on the artist, because thankfully up to now, every time I've done a show, like, it's always packed. He knows, he's my DJ, so
yes, sir, ski.
And I try to take pictures with as many people as possible. Like, unless I'm like talking to somebody and somebody's coming to ask me for a picture and I gotta stop my conversation with somebody, I usually tell everybody yes, you know. And I feel like that's like how he's saying, like, I guess maybe, I don't know if it's because I'm not that much of a big artist, you know, like to the level of these other ones. But as of for now, shit, I plan on taking pictures with everybody. You know, I want to show that love, you know, so then they feel like, damn, you know, Chamaquito's cool. He's humble about it.
I feel you.
At the end of the day, it probably all depends on people where they come from, you know.
Yeah.
It's, you're Cuban, you probably see, like, you were raised into that, you know, be humble, be all that. You know, it all that goes into a factor as well.
100%, 100%. Yo, Juaco, so I got a little icebreaker for you, dog. I asked Gordo this question last week, and I asked Choncho this question. I just want to see how humble you really are, dog. Yo, so look, on a scale... Jump rope. He's looking at me like, yo, no, this nigga's not putting me on the spot. Nah, this is a good one. Yo, so Juaco, on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the ugliest and 10 being like a dime piece beautiful, where would you rate yourself?
Shit, taking personality into account, or like
yeah,
physically.
I'm not gonna lie. I took personality into account, so I'll let that one slide.
I'll be honest. I feel like a 10. You know, shit. If you don't feel like you're a 10, you know, you need to hype yourself up.
Especially when you get that.
Yeah.
Especially when you get that first cut, though. But when you get that first cut, I'm like a 20.
First cut, you're in a different level.
Yeah, but I mean, shit. I'm gonna just go with 10. Honestly, I feel like I look good all the times.
You
haircut, no haircut.
That's what's up.
I just look better.
You know,
but I don't look bad. I just look better.
You know what I'm saying?
I like that. I don't look better. I just look better.
Yeah, Juaco's my brother, dog. Juaco, I'm glad you're here. I'm super blessed that we're here. We're able to talk about yourself. A lot of people don't really know who you are, so I think this is a great opportunity for you to like get people or your fans to know like the behind the scenes stuff about Juaco. So I think that's super cool.
No, and I'm super thankful for you guys to bring me out. You know, especially as the first podcast for you guys. You know, shit, coming from Miami, using a Miami artist, I'm like, damn, like. It's all Miami love right here, you know?
100%, 100%. That's another thing that we do. We're going to show love to a lot of locals, a lot of local restaurants, local artists. So for sure, we're going to work with that. Another thing I wanted to touch base on, Juaco. So talk to me. What do you got coming up? I know that you're in the works with your album. I know it was supposed to drop at a certain day. We couldn't make it happen. Talk to me. Talk to me about your album and upcoming projects.
Yeah, so pretty much right now, the last song I released was on Friday. Tu sabes soy yo with a Juaco.
Banger.
In my opinion, yeah,
banger.
That song for me is a hit. You know, I'm super grateful that DJ Condon and Juaco gave me the opportunity to work with them. Every time we work together, it's always, you know, a banger, like I say. And honestly, yeah, it's true what you're saying. I'm working on an album. It's gonna be called El de los Altos Niveles. I'm sure you guys heard me saying my songs at Juaco, El de los Altos Niveles.
100%.
I wanted to release originally on my birthday in September. But due to the whole coronavirus and all the promo things that would go, like all the footwork behind the actual recording and the promo, all that stuff, we just delayed it, and it's been getting delayed, and we're pushing it back so when we do release, we can do it the right way. Because every time we release, whether it's a single or whatever the case is, we try to push it like how it's supposed to be, not just release on a few platforms and that's it. You know, we're trying to, you know, build content. We got at least 4 or 5 videos, you know, recorded, ready to go. Songs are mixed and mastered. And then now we're working on features. You know, we have. I'm not even gonna mention the features that are coming. But keep it a secret. Yeah, exactly.
I know them. I know.
He knows a few.
No spoiler here for the podcast.
I mean, I'll tell you this much. I'm coming with all different types of flow. So dembow, rebato, a little bit of urban music. So you can. Yeah, some throwback perreo that, in my opinion, sounds like really good because. That's what I grew up listening to, Hector Efade, Teo Calderon. So I love that.
And el perreo right now is...
So I feel like it's making its comeback.
It's coming back hard. Dog. Perreo music right now, like hardcore reggaeton, you know, it's popping now, dog. It really is. Yo, if you really think about it, Centro makes their money on perreo. If you really think about it. Because not that many spots that you can go to and it's like... throwback reggaeton, you know, like classics that you're like, wow, I heard this in middle school, I heard this in high school, I heard this in elementary school, you know, like it's crazy.
Yo, I got a question. When you're creating an album, what's the biggest like opposition or difficulty that you go through prior to releasing that album?
So based off of prior experience, I've never actually released an album.
Okay.
But all the singles, I mean, I would say is getting everything ready for the release. So everybody thinks, okay, a song is just you record, you know, you register it to the platforms and you just zumba. But no, like if you're trying to do it right, you got to register the songs, you know, you got to write the lyrics down, submit them, which a lot of times I don't even have the lyrics because he knows I freestyle a lot of the songs. So like I have to go back and listen to the song just like a regular person would.
And then write them down?
And start writing them down.
That's what's up, man. That's dope.
Yeah, so, but a lot of the work comes, you know, like for example, like let's say, you want to release a song. Let's say you're going to start from scratch, right? You're going to record the song might be the fastest thing because you can knock out a song in one day. And then let's say it takes the engineer, producer another week to mix and master.
That takes mad talent.
Yeah, so And there's other times it takes more than a day, you know. But on average, just to give you an example, let's say it takes you a week to complete the song. Then let's say you want to shoot the video. Now, let's say you shoot the video in just one day. You know, it's possible. A lot of videos are shot in one day, depending how many scenes you got or whatever. But then that videographer has to edit. So, you know, they might take, depending how busy they are, a week, 2 weeks, whatever the amount of time it is. And then once you get everything ready, that's when you start submitting to do all the footwork for promo. So like you can't even start your promo, like you can start writing down your promo plan, but you can't actually like get into it until you have your finished product.
Is this a creativity that's done by you or typically by your team, your management? And
this is something that's done by the team. Like the songs is me for sure, in the sense like sometimes I'll ask like, yo, look, like what would you like to hear a song about? You know, I ask people sometimes like, oh, or what message would you like to hear coming in a song? And then I'll use that for, you know, for inspiration to write about a specific thing or whatever. But usually every time that it comes for promo videos, all that, it's a team thing. You know, oh, what do you think is gonna be the best? Like, you know, we try to do music even if I'm saying something vulgar, but with like clean words, you know, using metaphors and this and that, so that like an old lady can hear it. Like for example, I make songs sometimes that I'm being serious.
Trying
like,
to target all audience.
Yeah. So like, I'll be honest. Like sometimes I say something in a song, I'm like, damn, I don't know if my mom's gonna like this, right? But
that's a good way to put it. Like if your mom can listen to it without being Juaco, like ¿qué tú estás diciendo ahí?
¿Qué tú dijiste ahí?
¿Qué tú dijiste ahí?
Exactly. But see, but now if I say te voy a meter el bicho en la boca, you know, she's gonna be like, coño, like yo no te enseñé a hablar así. No. But then you say it using metaphors, and then like, oh, coge la chambelona. You know, like she knows what I'm saying, but it's not vulgar. It doesn't sound as vulgar. So that's what I try to go with my music.
So if you really think about it, with that point of view, it's harder for him because it's easier to say the bad words or like, you get what I'm saying? It's harder to find another way of saying what you just said. So it really is harder. Yo, I've been in studio sessions with him. We go no beat, we go no lyrics, and we walk out with a banger. And I'm not just, I swear to God, I'm not just saying that because he's here right now. No beat, no lyrics. We went in the studio dry, and we walked out with a banger, dog. And that's crazy.
Let me ask you a question, Juaco. When you do these songs with features and stuff, is it hard to reach out to these other artists, or like how do you guys, like your team, like what do they do? Or you just tell them, oh, I made this song, do your job, give me an artist?
No, so pretty much. For example, like we made a song that, like I said, one of the Dembow songs, that it was made to reach a specific artist that we're trying to target for a featuring. So we start off
with a big artist, by the way.
Yeah. So what we did was we reached out to his producer, and we told him, hey, look, send us some beats. You know, all right. He sent us some beats, and then he was there with me that same day actually. From scratch, we grabbed the beat and we made a song like specifically for that artist, a Dembow song.
I got a question. I don't mean to cut you off. Do they also provide the subject, or you just go with?
In that case, we were literally in the car when they sent the beat. We went straight to the studio. We recorded the song, and then that's where my management and my team comes in to play. Like their big role is that like they'll tell me like Ray, because it's my cousin June and Ray La R. I'm sure you guys heard of him. He used to manage Almighty, and he's worked with a lot of big artists. So he has a lot of contacts. So he's the one who reached out to Chaelo. I'm sure you guys heard Elafa say Chaelo.
Of course, 100%.
Right. So we got the beef directly from Chaelo, and he was the one who like put everything in play, you know. Because what better way to present a song to an artist that you're trying to get a featuring from than, you know, if the beat's already coming from his own producer, like, and it's coming as a reference from his own producer. So like, it's not like a random ass person, you know. Thankfully he knows Chaelo, so he can be like, yo, look, we made this. This is a beat that I made for these people. This is the product, you know, like, what's up? What do you think about this? And thankfully I have the team to help me with that, because being a local artist where I don't have that much of a big fan base, if I were to just DM artists, like, they'll probably just brush it off. 100%. They might not even see it, you know.
Yeah.
So
they might not even open that shit.
That's why I asked the question, because being a local artist is kind of hard.
Yeah. And also I think another thing too that plays a big role, 99% of the time, to not tell you 100%, they're gonna ask you like, what's your plan with the song? You know, when you provide them a work plan, then they know, all right, well, these people are serious, you know, or they seem more serious. So they'll take that into accountability, and they'll be like, all right, well, these people are planning on putting this much of a budget for video and then this much of a budget for promo. It's not just we're gonna record a song just to record it for fun. They know that you're willing to put, you know, some sort of money and time behind it to make it go somewhere. And I feel like that plays a big role, because if you just tell somebody, oh, look, like, let's just record a song, I'm like, what do they have to win? They're the big artists.
Right.
100%.
Yeah. It's a tough industry, man. It's tough to get good futures. And I've seen it a lot, that a lot of artists they don't have the funds to do and it really sucks, because a lot of these local artists in Miami are talented. They just don't have the funds to be able to build the plan, to be able to get a big future, because it's expensive, dog. It really is.
It's hard to be an artist.
It's really expensive.
Really hard.
Just if you besides the studio time and besides all that, just like having to make a music video, you know, having to find the right feature, because in reality, very rarely do artists blow up without a big feature, and it sucks, but it's true.
Yeah, that is true.
You need that support system to blow up.
Like,
I'm sorry to interrupt, but very, very rarely do like artists blow up by themselves, and it sucks, but it's true.
Do you think that social media and obviously, you know, the internet has helped out artists blow up easier than back in the days?
For sure.
Oh, 100%, 100%.
Yep.
Yeah.
100%.
Like,
SoundCloud rappers. I mean,
Yeah.
a bunch of SoundCloud rappers came up. Little Pump, you know,
big artists now too.
Smoke
Yeah,
Perp or
Smoke
whatever.
Perp, yeah.
I mean, I don't know much. I don't really
Yeah.
deal with or listen to that type of music. I'm not oblivious to not listening to it, but I know there's a bunch of SoundCloud rappers that came up to.
No, but also, like, one thing
Shit.
that you got to think about is, like, nowadays, at least me personally, 99% of the music that I listen to in the car is off of Bluetooth from my phone.
100%.
So I feel like it's the older generations, or very few of the younger generations, that are gonna listen to the radio. You know, so
Exactly.
before there was no other like form, unless you got a CD. Like, you're listening to the radio. You know?
Yeah, before.
And then so obviously now it's easier because you can market yourself, you know, for free basically. Yeah, obviously it might take money or funds to create the product, but what comes to marketing, there's ways to go around it, you know. Like, for example, you want to post a flyer, sure, you hit up all your friends, yo, you know, can you please post this for me, you know, I'm releasing this, or I'm gonna do this, and if your real friends, your supporters, are gonna do it, you know, and it doesn't cost anything but what, a few minutes of your time. So, but back in the day where there's no social media, how do you hear a new artist? On the radio.
On the radio.
And then, believe it or not, even to these days, that like not so many people listen to the radio,
But they will put it like late night.
it's
so you
still
wouldn't even hear
exactly,
it.
it's still monopolized. So like, a lot of people don't know that, and I didn't even know that until I got into the music industry. Like, yeah, I can be the #1 charting song if I want on FM radio on all the channels, but I gotta pay the big bucks, you know.
100%.
And that's the thing that people don't know, that like, yeah, like my dad says, money talk, bullshit walk. You know?
100%.
It's
That's
funny
all
that
it talks.
Yeah.
It's funny that you mentioned that, you know, your group of friends or your people, they wouldn't really put it out, or maybe they do it just to support you. But as an up and coming artist, I'm sure that in the industry there's a lot of fake people. How do you determine, like, okay, yeah, this person's real, I'm gonna dedicate my time to investing my time and my lyrics and
Yeah.
you know, my production with this person, as opposed to going with somebody else that it's not that real?
All right, so for me, I try to keep it real with everybody.
Okay.
Now, if for some reason I feel like I don't catch that vibe, or I feel like you're kind of shady, I won't do it. I just won't do it. But other than that, unless you give me a reason to, I'm gonna show you love, you know, because that's the same love that I want them to show me back. And like, how can I explain? Maybe there's other local artists that don't have the same exposure that I've had, or maybe they do have more exposure than me. But at the end of the day, we're still both local artists. We're both from Miami. Like, why not help each other? You know?
Nah, but there's some people who,
Are
in
you
certain
talking about like friends?
nah, in certain situations, people that reach out to you, they're only looking out for themselves. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to, you know, trying to do things, you know, as a collab with you,
Yeah.
with them. You know what I'm saying?
I get exactly what you're saying, because there's been like local artists that have hit me up to do a song, and I've had people like my team tell me, and like, yo, like, you're not winning anything by doing this, you know, and I'll still be like, yeah, I kind of get you, like, let's hear him out, let's hear him. And now if we think like, and this is no offense to anybody specific, you know, I'm just generally speaking. If you don't feel like this song can go anywhere or that they have the potential, like, realistically, you're not gonna do it, you know. But now, if you feel like, even if they don't have a fan base, because I just recorded a song now with somebody else that he barely has a fan base, but his music is amazing. Yeah, I showed him the song on the way over here. Man. You know, like, this is the first time I reach out to a local artist, and I literally DM'd him and I told him, listen, I heard your music, I think you sound really good. Would you be interested in doing a remix to this song? And he's like, you know, it took him like a few minutes to reply or whatever. He's like, oh, you know, I just checked you out. I like your flow. Yeah, man, let's do something. I hit him up that same day. You know, I sent him my number. He called me, whatever. We spoke on the phone, and I think it was like a Friday. That next Monday, we were in the studio already.
That's dope.
You know,
that was quick.
Yeah, that is the first time I met him. It was in the studio. At first, you know, it's kind of like you don't really know the person, so you don't want to be like too open. You know, you're just like reading them and this and that. And bro, thankfully we recorded a song that in my opinion came out super good. I showed it to him. He liked it.
Banger.
And
is it gonna be in the album or is it just a single?
I'll be honest, since it's a remix to a song that somebody already released, it probably won't come out on the album. But it should be out, I would say, within like maybe like 2 months, because we still got to do all the stuff for it. But yeah.
I'm not gonna lie though, a lot of songs blow up with remixes, dog.
Oh, 100%.
A lot of songs blow up with remixes, bro.
That's exactly
a lot of songs.
So like when I heard this song, like you can look it up on YouTube, and it don't even have like more than like a few thousand views. But if you hear the song, any of us here, I guarantee you're all gonna be like, damn, this shit is a banger. Why? Maybe he don't have that proper exposure for it to become a banger. But I guarantee you, Bad Bunny, any of these big artists, Anuel, any of them drop this song, and that's just gonna be a super banger. But they have that exposure, you know. They have so many followers. Even if the song sucks, by the time everybody listens to it to say that it sucks, that shit's already a hit.
Right.
Of course, you know. So yeah, and that's exactly where I went with that. I'm like, damn, like maybe this song didn't blow up, but maybe my exposure can help this song blow up a little bit more. I put my touch on it, and nothing, and that's how it went.
You're also giving back to a local artist, you know. You never know. Maybe he blows up, and then you guys keep doing work together.
Yeah, and I'll be honest, like I'm super grateful that he gave me the opportunity to jump on the song, because even though maybe he doesn't have as much of a big fan base or whatever, like he still gave me the opportunity to jump on his song. Right. You know, so shout out to Wylen305, because that's his name. And you know, like a lot of people, they're picky with their music. Like they don't want just a random ass person jumping on a song, because like realistically, like even if the song doesn't blow up, as an artist, that song might be your favorite song. Or that happens to me where like people are like, oh, like there's a specific song that some people don't like, but to me it still might be my favorite. You know, because like maybe when I wrote it I was going through something or whatever the case is, and the fact he gave me the opportunity to jump on it, I was like, damn, it's pretty dope, you know.
That's like when 6ix9ine got out of jail and he went on live with Anuel. 6ix9ine told him, "Oye, I'm gonna send you some songs. Throw me a feature back," but nothing came out. You know, because the whole controversy of the 6ix9ine thing.
Yeah. And
Anuel, when he had an interview, he told everybody, "I gotta see it on paper that he didn't do none of that, and then we could keep doing songs together."
Yeah, I mean that's a touchy subject. You know, yeah.
I feel you. I was about to say the same thing.
I'm just saying an example, because
that is a touchy subject.
Anuel didn't want to put 6ix9ine on his song, you know.
Everybody regarding that, everybody has different opinions.
100% on that.
Yeah, I'ma just I'll stay quiet on that part, because I, based off of everything that I've heard, you know, shit. My dad's old school as fuck, and he'll tell me like, yo, if they're a snitch, don't talk to him. You know,
100%.
But when you hear the backstories on the interviews from both artists,
he got tried.
You know, and yeah, maybe he's acting a certain way based off of what I've heard and what I've seen.
Based off of 6ix9ine's interview.
Exactly. Based off of what I saw on that interview, it seems like Anuel was talking to him the whole time. Just he didn't want to be seen publicly doing it.
100%.
So
I can agree on that.
Whether a person's a snitch or not, if you're gonna decide, all right, I'm gonna talk to him in private, like I think it just the fact that like you don't want to do it publicly, that's already fucked up. Like, cause me personally, if I don't want to talk to you in public, I'm not gonna talk to you in private.
100%.
You know, so
yeah, if we're gonna be boys, I'm not. You get what I'm saying? I'm not gonna just hit you up on FaceTime and then like I see you in person and not say hi to you. I mean, that's like fake energy.
Exactly. So like I said, that's a very touchy subject because at the end of the day, none of us really know what the hell goes down behind closed doors, and
we'll never know at the end of the day.
Exactly.
We'll never know. We'll never know. You guys are ready for this or what? You ready for the spicy conversation we're gonna have here?
Hey, but let me ask you. You still haven't played that song though.
You want to drop that record? You wanna tell us a little bit about that record, Juaco?
Which one? The one with the Yao?
The one with the about Tu Sabes Soy Yo.
Bro, I mean, we were in the studio. Shit, you were with us.
I was with you.
We were making a song with a tiger.
That night alone never happens. Like, it was like faith. It was a legendary night. Yes. What happened that night when you hit a studio never happens. Go, I'll let you tell them the story.
So pretty much this is how the song happened, right? We're in the studio. DJ Cons and Yao kicks at me, and we're there just straight chilling, you know. We're about to make a song, and this is not the song Tu Sabes Soy Yo. This is another song that I made with Etayer. Etayer happens to be in the studio at the same time, right? When I get there, Etayer's still there. He's super cool people. We get along great. You know, we've worked before in the past with the song Solo. He knows my family. My family knows him. Like, we call each other on FaceTime, and he'll say hi, you know.
That's dope.
And he sits down in the sofa while we're recording. And you can ask him if I'm lying. He'll tell you. He literally, I was kind of stuck on a part, and he's like, "Hey, ¿qué es lo que te hace falta?" Just like that. Ask him. And we're like, "No, estoy aquí medio trabajo." He's like, "Pásame el micrófono." You know, they got one microphone in the booth, and they have another one just like on a little stand outside, like where the producer sits. Sitting down on the sofa, he grabs it, he puts it in front of him, and he's like, "Pon la pista ahí." He hears it out. Okay, dale de nuevo y ponlo record. He just starts recording. The rest is history. That's it. He just, from one moment to the next, telling me, "Oh, te hace falta ayuda. Ah, si tú sabes que tú eres el mío." That's it. He laid his whole verse, his half of the chorus.
Yo,
it was a banger.
Me and Juaco were looking at each other like, "Yo, is this really happening right now?"
So you can have an idea how in shock we were. We both asked each other like, "Yo, is he like recording this for you to re-record it, or like, or he's hopping on the song?" I even told him, "I don't know. I really don't. I don't know if he's doing this because like he said, oh, that's a falta ayuda. So I don't know if he's doing this as like a guide for me to go bass off of to record my part. Shit, he recorded it. He told me just like this. Los porcentajes arreglan después. Si quieres hacerlo tu mamá."
That's crazy.
100%.
Yo, tell me later.
That's just like that.
That's what's up, man.
That's crazy.
Shout out to the Tiger, man. That guy's super humble.
For real.
Super good friend. As a matter of fact, I called my friend at that time, and I gave him the phone to FaceTime. I don't know if you remember, and he was talking to her like, "Oh, hey, saluda a tu familia." Like, bro, he's super cool people. Man.
Shout out to the Tiger, Yao, and DJ Khan. Like, I feel like where I'm at in the music is thanks to DJ Khan's. Like, I give him so many props, and I'm so grateful for him because I still feel like to this day he found my voice. And as an artist, people don't know what you're talking about when you say, "Oh, I found my voice," because they think, "Oh, you just record." But no, like, he brought out that artist voice in me, which I don't even sing. Like, I don't hit them high notes or the low notes. You know, my shit is like kind of freestyling, rapping. You know, that flow where you don't have to sing. But he got me to that point where like he made me sound better than what I was sounding, and like, thanks to him, he put me in contact with a Tiger, with a Chulo, with all these other Cuban artists that, you know, that's where I established my base in the music. Because it was with Cuban music.
Normally, somebody wouldn't jump on a song with you if they don't have faith in you, brother.
That's what I was going to say right now.
Like, that's legit.
Definitely,
like, for
he's
him
definitely
to get on the
trust
mic
you,
and be
bro.
like, "Oh, I'm going to record whatever," just to put it on the song for you, that's what's up.
Yeah.
Just the fact that I was there that night, that was like, because like I said, I'm a fanboy, dog. So like, being in a room with a Tiger, I'm a DJ. I played Tiger's music. You know, I love his music. He's a super talented artist, and just the fact that I was there to witness, because in my opinion, that song's gonna blow up. So,
and like, my favorite part about it is like there was somebody to witness it, which in this case was Kicks. Because there's a lot of times that if you say this story, and
I wouldn't believe you.
And if there's not somebody to be like, "Yo, like, he's not lying to you," you probably wouldn't believe it. Why? Because you hear of a Tiger, this nigga got so many bangers. You're like, this guy's a big ass artist, you know? Like, he's not just gonna hop on a track just to hop on it. And realistically, that's exactly how it went.
That night was legendary, dog.
Yeah.
That night was a night that, like, you never forget that night, because even even okay, like even for example, if Juaco wants to do a song with Tiger, all he has to do is DM him, and then like Tiger will be like, okay, look, this is how much I'll do the future for you. Right. But the fact that he just literally sat down on the couch, came up with one of the hardest verses in the song in his head. He was drinking, we're vibing, we're, studio vibes, like everybody knows what goes on in the studio, and the fact that he did that's super legendary.
But that guy trusts in you, bro. I know that song that you did with him. It was that video that you did with him was actually dope, bro. It was in Cuba, right?
Yeah. So like I said, that's when I was starting. So we had to shoot a video with a Tiger and with a Camel. So we flew out to Cuba with the whole camera crew. It was me, my cousin, my brother, and the whole camera crew.
Were you born here, or that was your first time visiting Cuba?
It was my second time visiting Cuba. I had been there before, but I'm born here in Miami. And bro, that shit was, there was, like we always keep it real with whoever we work with. Like I don't know how to be fake. So for me, like if I don't like you, I'll tell you straight up. Yeah.
Yo, this guy's been counting on me since like before this podcast.
Nah, but it's true what he's saying though. It's true
but like
I fuck with that.
People that know me for real, they know that if like he's my boy. If he don't like you, like and you see him and he don't shake your hand, don't come shake mine because I'm not gonna shake it because he don't like you.
That's that energy.
And so we always keep it real from the beginning with everybody we work with. We show love, we keep it real. And they feel that, I feel like they know when somebody's genuinely like humble, genuinely nice, that they're not just there for the money or for whatever the case is. And man, when we were in Cuba, imagine nobody in Cuba knew who the hell I was.
Yeah, that's why I was like.
And then Tiger brought me out to a sold out show, and Don Cangrejo or Cangrejo something like that. And he put me to sing what's that song? Imagine, so you can have an idea. The song La Window?
Yeah.
If you look at that video, I come out in the video.
Yeah.
A Game comes out wearing my label shirt, doing the records.
Yep.
We were shooting a music video for a Decoche at a house. We were throwing a party, for the whole video scene. He's like, yo, we're about to start the show. We stopped that. We go to the show. He put me on stage. Like I said, nobody in Cuba knew who the hell I was. He presented me. He said, listen, there's a new talent. ¿Sabes? Yo quiero que ustedes lo oigan porque, ¿sabes? Él es lo próximo en lo que es la música cubana, blah, blah, blah. He brought me out. People, I sang a song that I wasn't even on. I was singing with him. And the love was just crazy. Ever since that day, we all got along so good. When Ekame comes down, same thing. Ekame comes down from Italy, and I hang out with him like normal, like ask him. Like I'll call him like, yo, look, like if you want to meet him, come, like let's hang out. But not on some like I don't post like pictures with him like saying like, oh, I'm here chilling with him. No, I do it because I genuinely got love for him.
And a lot of them don't even like that, to be honest with you. Like, you can tell when it's a fanboy or when it's somebody that really is there to enjoy their presence and their company and like just vibe. You know.
Sometimes like you as an artist, upcoming artist, you see somebody like that that's bigger. They might think like, yo, he's just in it to get my hype or to get my clout off of it. And the fact that you don't do that, that's what's up.
See, and it's funny you say that because in my head, I think like, damn, I could write, I can benefit off of this.
Right.
But I'm the type of person that I won't even post a story with them so that people don't think that, So people don't think that he's just hanging out with him for the clout. Like, we went to the mall together.
I fuck with that.
We went to the mall together and everybody would stop. And you would see people like, ese Game. Oh shit, ese Game. And we were just chilling. It was him, his wife with the baby, me and my cousin. And we were just chilling. Like, literally just chilling, getting ready because we were going to shoot another video. And for me, it was like normal. And like, I see people showing him so much love. I don't get mad. I don't get jealous that they're not asking to take a picture with me. I get happy for him. Like, damn, like my boy's doing it,
Yeah.
And that's how I feel.
That's some real shit, Juaco. Real shit. Anybody listening to this right now really could get the real Juaco and not, not like that image that everybody thinks. You get me? So that's what's up. So I think what I'm gonna do now, I wanna drop the record so anybody listening in can hear the record right now. This song is called Tu Sayo, featured by Deao and DJ Cons. Juaco, you ready?
Yes, sir.
Well, here we go.
Que no me que tú sabes yo.
De los 90, desde la nave oye, solo la fórmula. Ella se la tira linda, anda con la madura. Sabe que soy artista y se hace la figura.
Ahora me llama, que sigo siendo el dueño de su cama, de su cama.
Que no se te olvide que tú sabes soy yo. Oye, que deja que se bote, deja que se bote. Que no se te olvide que tú sabes soy yo. Que ahora forma tu escano, tu cuerpo lo sé. Que tú sabes soy yo. Que no se te olvide que tú sabes soy yo. Es que a ti te da por donde te gusta. Es que a ti te da por donde tú sientes. Cuando no me veo donde quiera me busca. Que se la dé pa' que la reviente. Y qué rico lo hacemos cuando fumamos y nos comemos. Y te maté con el veneno que en la otra te gustó. Mañana va a estar tu etiqueta. Que no se te olvide que tú sabes soy yo. Oye, que deja que se bote, deja que se bote. Que no se te olvide que tú sabes soy yo. Que ahora forma tu escano, tu cuerpo lo sé. Que tú sabes soy yo. Que no se te olvide que tú sabes soy yo.
Aunque se la tire, ella vuelve por mí. Pa' darle lo que ella le di. Conmigo rico se sintió. Y cuando quiere repetir,
coge el teléfono y me llama. Me llama porque dice que yo soy maduro en su cama. Y que lo que se pase hoy no se deja pa' mañana. Con DJ Con no se deja pa' mañana. Con la fórmula tampoco es pa' mañana. Dice Juaco que con él es pa' hoy. Y con Teao es cuando a mí me da la
ahora
gana.
me llama, que sigo siendo el dueño de su cama.
Que no se te olvide que tú sabes soy yo.
Oye, que deja que se bote, deja que se bote.
Que no se te olvide que tú sabes soy yo. Que ahora forma tu escano, tu cuerpo lo sé. Que tú sabes soy yo. Que no se te olvide que tú sabes soy yo.
Que tú sabes soy yo. Soy yo, soy yo, soy yo.
Que te la parten dos.
Que tú sabes soy yo. Soy yo, soy yo, soy yo.
Que te la parten dos. Esta te la hice pa' que baile, pa' que te pelote, pa' que te suelte y pa' que te bote.
Que tú sabes soy yo. Soy yo, soy yo, soy yo.
Que te la parten dos.
Que tú sabes soy yo. Soy yo, soy yo, soy yo.
Que te la parten dos.
That instrument was recorded live in the studio.
No way. No way.
Yo, shout out to Juaco in here, bro.
We got my dog Juaco in here. Juaco, by the way, that song is a banger.
His dog been banging on
That song
Thank
is
you,
a
thank you.
banger.
I appreciate it.
All right, so I think that it's time to get the spicy stuff out the way. What do you guys think? You guys are ready? Juaco, you ready?
Let's do it.
So this is our first podcast. Those of you that don't know, every podcast we're gonna have a soup of the day, which is like a topic or a question, and I want it to be real shit. And I feel like this is a good topic to touch base on. So the soup of the day for today is how to confidently approach a woman. So we're gonna keep it broad. This could be a girl you see on Instagram. This could be a girl you see at the club. This could be a girl you see anywhere. How would you confidently approach a woman? And I know girls always like to say, "Oh, guys are sliding in the DMs." No, keep it real. Keep it real, yo. Everybody slides in the DMs, dog. People have probably been in long-term relationships just through the DMs. It happens. We have social media is a big thing in our life, so sliding in the DMs should not be embarrassing. Yo, if you see a baddie on Instagram and like she looks beautiful and you want to get to know her, just because you slide in the DM don't mean you're thirsty, dog.
You gotta follow
get what
her.
I'm saying?
You gotta follow her first, then hope for the follow back.
What was
and
that
then-
question first for?
We can go anywhere. You know what, Choncho? Since you wanna,
I think Choncho's ready.
I think
for real.
Choncho.
I think he
Choncho's
wants it. I
ready.
think he wants it right now.
Set it off, my brother.
All right, so the way that I would do it personally, I think that eyes make that contact, bro. I think that if you make eye contact with a female, she's looking back at you. I mean, you can't be rusty either.
I
You know what
agree.
I'm saying? Like, if I go up there and she's, I don't know, at a bar or maybe at a club or whatever, she's sitting down at a restaurant and she makes eye contact with me. If she smiles, if she does whatever, like that gives me a sign to approach her. Right, so I make up any excuse to get up, go have a conversation. Like,
Okay.
yo, what's up? What are you drinking tonight? You know, let me buy you a drink. in a different situation where now, you know, social media is a huge platform where, you know, you see somebody that's attractive online, and no offense to anybody in this podcast, but some of y'all women be catfish as fuck.
100%. Hey,
For real.
hey. Yo, he's not lying, dog.
No,
he's really not lying. That's
100%.
It happens to men and it happens to women too. Because some men look, you know, feel me? Like for girls, they might go on Instagram and then like, damn, he's fine as fuck, and then he's fucking 4'5". You get what I'm saying?
It's happened to me. It's happened to me 100%.
So as an in person, like if you feel the vibe, man. If they're looking at you and you're looking back, and she's attractive, and you know you feel confident enough to walk up and have a conversation, then you walk up, say whatever's on your mind, and you keep it G. As opposed to fucking social media, which is huge nowadays.
Yeah.
Like, they've been hit with every single line. You know, any line you could ever think or
Straight
imagine,
up.
they've been hit with it. So you just gotta be, like, straight up and honest. And sometimes you get left on red. And at that very moment, I mean, you determine, like, I get the point. Like, yo, you ain't reply to me?
Wait, I got
like,
a question for you.
Yeah.
Do you unsend if you get left on red?
Hell no.
I
You feel me?
That's a good question.
I know some guys out there that do that though. They be getting mad. Oh no, let me unsend this.
Yo, you get left on scene and shit. You're like, yo, let me delete the
send
proof.
this shit.
Listen,
I let it ride.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. When you have a big name, like when you're like established and you have a big name and a lot of people know you, and you get left on scene, you kind of like, I could see why somebody would be like, damn, let me send this shit. I'll fuck the girl.
So homies that get left on red, hey. You take everything with a grain of salt. Some might not hit, some might hit. You know what I'm saying?
On to the next one.
Absolutely.
One will reply.
On to the next one. So, I mean, at least I get the point, right? Like some men don't get the point. My dog Golden probably don't get the point, but you know, if you get left on red once,
Gordo tweets at the.
if you get left on red once, I probably won't hit him up twice.
Yeah.
You know, and that's the way. But shout out to the girls that. They do reply and they find you attractive. They, you know, they actually have a conversation, and even if nothing comes out of it, you go out, you have a drink, and it's all good.
Look,
you know?
touching in on that, like my brother, he's 34, so he's taught me a lot of things, right? And if there's one thing that he's taught me is, obviously through social media, it's a little bit different because like once they leave you on red. Like you're not gonna want to keep sending messages, right?
No,
but
yeah, you might even unfollow them.
Some people don't get the point though.
Yo,
Some
you
men
might
don't get the point.
Yeah, you get left on scene. You might even unfollow them.
Yeah, but
100%.
but my brother always told me, he's like, listen, like almost 100% of the times, whatever it is, whether it's getting at a girl, a business opportunity, whatever the case is, most people fail about 6 to 7 times before they're successful.
100%.
Him with his current girl now, they have a beautiful baby together. You know,
Shout
my
out your
little
brother.
nephew.
Shout out your brother.
Yeah, shout out to Javi. You already know. And she would tell me, "Oh my God, your brother was so insistent." You know, my brother, like I said, on social media, is different. But in person, you run into the girl, and you know, maybe you don't even spit game the first few times you see her. You just talk normal, you know, regular conversation. Oh, what do you drink? Oh man, you know, I like that drink too. Oh, whatever. But that's it. You let it go. You know, you don't keep pushing it.
Yeah.
And then sometimes being insistent is what's gonna get you noticed, cause maybe there's something attractive in you that she likes, but the first time you go talk to her, you just might be some other nigga that's trying to hit on her. So realistically, until she doesn't see you a few times, she's not gonna know unless you already know who you are. She's not gonna know like, damn, there's something attractive.
So basically, you're telling me it's 6 strikes, you're out for you.
It depends. You never know.
I don't believe in that, bro.
No, actually, I kind of do. It's true. Yo, it happens to us men too. We see a girl the first time, see a girl the second time, you get what I'm saying? And then maybe like the third or fourth time, you've had like, you know, you might have been too drunk last time or too sober. You never know, dog. And then you see the girl for the fourth time, you're like, oh, you know what? Like, she's a pretty cool person.
She's
you
cool
get me?
people,
She's cool people. Like, she has good intentions, and that's like the most important for me is good intentions.
It all depends what the setting is, because
I agree.
the setting makes a huge difference as far as you hollering at a female.
Yeah, if you're at Flanny's
and you have a couple drinks on you shout out, and you fucking go have a conversation. But let's say I don't know, you at Publix, you ain't gonna approach nobody like, yo, I want to have a conversation with you.
What fruits should I get today? Can you help me out with that? Like, really, what game can you really spit there?
We know you got lame game. I'm sorry.
Nah,
definitely not.
I'll be honest.
I'm joking.
I don't have game, right? But I feel like if you're gonna spit, try to at least like start a conversation. Maybe you don't have to hit on her. You know, like
Of course not.
like you said, if you're at Publix, be like, you know, let's say she's buying some seasoning. Tell her like, you know, I'm trying to cook this and this. Like, what seasoning do you think? You know, I don't really cook too often. Boom, you start a conversation. Like, you know, like,
That's all you gotta do.
Yeah, Juaco's smooth with it.
Hey, that's very simple.
Send me what your pickup line is.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know how I feel about hitting on a girl at Publix, so dog. I might not. I might take the L.
Hey,
I might just be like, damn, this girl's beautiful, and I think that.
What if you lay your eyes on her and you're like, damn, this girl is like the perfect definition of a dream girl that I see.
Yeah, but well, in reality, you don't know until you get to know her. By looks, if you're talking about by looks, and yeah, but I've never, and like with my experience, I've hit on a bunch of girls, and at Publix has never been one of them for me.
okay, obviously at Publix not, but if there is one thing that I'm pretty sure like all the guys and girls can agree with me is, you're gonna beat yourself up more for not going up to that person and talking to them than for getting rejected.
Don't live life with regrets.
100%,
Never.
100%.
You missed 100% of the shots.
You
don't
gotta
take.
go.
Exactly. So like, if you're at a, obviously I feel like at a club is way easier than a damn Publix, you know, because you can start a conversation, offer a drink, or you know, start dancing y rozarla un poquitico, you know, whatever the case is. But like how he said, if you don't take a shot, there's been times when I was younger, I'm like, damn, that girl looks good.
Or like, damn, I should have danced with that girl, dog.
Yeah, and then
that's for me growing up. That was what it was like, cause we
For
would
me
go
too.
out and like you there's a girl dancing by herself. She's beautiful. She's with her friends. Her friends are all dancing with guys, and you're just that one guy like just posted up vibing, and then you go home.
You be posted up at the wall like, yo, wait.
Nah, I'm not that. I'm not that one. I'm not the posted
And
on
then
the
you
wall
go
type
home,
of
you
guy.
can't sleep all night.
But then yeah, you regret it. You regret it.
bro.
like, I'm the type, I like to dance, right? Even country music, I like to dance. If I don't know it, I'm gonna act like I do, and I love to dance.
Improvising at its finest.
But it's like you guys say, like, it's happened to me before where I see how he said a good girl, you know, she looks good, and I'll be like, damn, I want to dance with her. I want to know her name. I want to talk to her, and I don't. And then I leave and it's like, damn, I stay thinking about it for 2 hours. God damn, I'm such a pussy. Why didn't I go talk to her?
Yeah.
Like, you know, what if this, what if that?
I've had my fair nights.
You're
like
never
that,
gonna
dog.
know.
The next thing you do is,
men get stage fright.
does she got an Instagram? 'Cause if you don't got, if she don't got an Instagram, you're done.
Shit.
Yo, men get stage fright, and it's a real thing. Like, females ain't gotta do shit. Like, they just out there, they look good or whatever. For us, it's like, yo, how are we gonna approach them? If they're giving you eye contact, and maybe even if they're not, like, you're just trying to holler because you feel like she looks good.
No, not only that. If you ain't dressing good, the girl ain't gonna talk to you.
I
You
don't
have
know.
a little bit of a point.
What?
I
But
don't think so.
yeah, not all the time. Cause I've seen people dressed like whack, and they pull the finest girl in the club, and why? Because they're funny.
They got the sauce.
Or like they might not even be
sauce,
funny, but like my brother would always tell me, and older people would be like, that girl that you think is super fine, everybody thinks she's super fine, most likely. So guess what? Everybody's there worried about, oh, I'm gonna get rejected. Nobody goes to talk to her.
Yeah,
the ugly guy goes.
That's so true.
He's the first one. You know what? Fuck it. What I got to lose? The ugly guy goes, talks to her. The first guy to talk to her all night. Oh yeah, let's dance. Next thing you know, they're dancing.
I like that
You know,
perspective.
like
That's
That is
crazy.
very, very
Yeah,
true.
yeah, that is true. That is true.
That's 100%.
that's the way you gotta see it.
But some women are intimidating though. Like some women.
Some women are, yeah.
They
I like that though.
body language. You're like, yo, that girl stuck up. I ain't gonna holler.
I kind of like that though. I'm not gonna lie. Like it makes me more intrigued to see a girl with that body language. Why? Because other men are like, oh damn, she looks pesada, or she looks like she's not very social, whatever. Let me not. You get me? And you don't want. In my opinion, you know, I've been with multiple, like in multiple situations with girls. I've been with girls that are super friendly, and I've been with girls that are not so friendly, and I've been with girls that are not friendly, but when they drink, they are friendly. You get me? So I would want my girl to be that type of girl that's like, yo, you feel me? Like
Yeah,
I don't want my girl to be friendly. Like if she goes out with her girls, and you know, and a guy comes up to her and she's like entertaining him, nobody wants that. You get what I'm saying?
No, and touching on that, like I feel like me personally, what comes easy, like for me, isn't attractive. So like if it's like this chick, yeah, she might look fine, but she's dancing with a bunch of people, it's like, oh,
Curves.
like,
Next.
yeah, that's it.
For me, it's
You
the
know?
same way.
Next. That's
For
too
me,
easy.
it's the same
I
way.
don't want that around me.
Exactly.
I love a challenge, dog. If I've seen you dance with one of my boys and another one of my boys and another one of my boys, or it's like that's it. Like that's a no for me, dog.
Here's the reality of things, right? So we feel confident. We walk up, we have a conversation. We might want to dance, and then you get rejected on the spot. Your self-esteem gets crashed. You're like, damn, damn, I gotta get back on my A game, just make sure that this shit doesn't happen to me again?
Yes and no. Cause if you're like me, you throw that shit as a joke. She don't want to dance with me. Si yo estoy riquísimo. She don't want to dance with me. Her loss. You know? Like, cause if you think like it's true, you're gonna feel bad because they denied you or whatever. But if you just take it as like, all right, she don't want to dance with me. Fuck it. You know.
Like my mom said, show her the wallet. She'll be friendly.
Yeah, but then it's like
I don't know about that.
Yeah, but technically speaking, when it comes to that, she sees your bottle, she's seeing your wallet. So
100%.
So you know, like, yeah. But if they're coming just for the bottles, like, I don't want her on my section.
100%.
100%. And in my perspective, it's really rough for me because I'm a DJ. And I'm very aware of all my surroundings.
Hey, can you play this song?
Yeah. So like, eye contact for me is a big thing because I'm always aware of my surroundings and I'm always looking at. If I see a girl and I think she's cute and I see her, she's looking at me. But then it goes both ways because is she looking at me because I'm on the stage playing music, or is she looking at me because she thinks, damn, this DJ's, you feel me, good looking. So it goes both ways for me. But I see everything too. So like, I could see a girl, like for example at Centro, it happens to me a bunch of times. To have the girl super pretty, like, yo, she's cute. I see her having a good time, and then I'll see like that one thing that she does, and I'll be like, wait, what? Yeah. She's chugging a guado bottle. Some guy's pouring a guado down her throat. I'm like, wait, you better chill, girl. Like, you get me?
I'm glad we're having this conversation, man. I think a lot of men out there they're oblivious. They don't know. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, I've never put myself in a situation where I might have gotten rejected, or if I feel somebody's vibe, I go holler. If they ain't the vibe, then I don't go holler. You get what I'm saying?
That's crazy what Kick said though, because us being in the nightlife, we see some of these girls on Instagram that are like, people are like going crazy for, and then you see them out there in the night, and you're like, whoa,
catfish?
Is that really her? Is she really doing that right now?
So basa,
like,
what?
My name is Jeff.
My name is Jeff.
No way.
Nah, yeah. And I totally agree. You know, because like you said, like that challenge, I feel it's gonna make you like, damn, all right. But if you just see her wilding out, it's like,
Yeah, kind of heavy for me. For me, it's like I said, it's all about eye contact. I usually, like, when I see a girl I like, I always approach them regardless of where it is, other than Publix, for to put it that way.
I'll holler at Shorty at Publix.
I'm like, thankfully, like, I'm blessed because I know so many like decent looking guys that are just super shy to talk to anybody, and they lose all their chances. For me, it's like, bro, I'm confident with myself, you know, like I'm not like embarrassed. I see a girl at Centro that I think is cute or whatever, and she's at the bar, go, oh, you want to drink? Drinks on me, I got you. Oh, my name is this, you get me? So like, luckily I don't have those issues. I have been through times where like I was super shy and like didn't approach a girl, and then it happens. But for the most part, dog, you miss every shot you don't take.
Listen, I've experienced it myself. He'll be in the DJ booth and the girls hit on him. Stop acting.
Yeah,
I see.
Hey, Kicks, you want a shot? You know, they'll give him the look.
Can you give me a shot, Kicks?
Yeah.
But
I want to stand there with you.
I can sense the fake energy and fake love off those girls, though, dog. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I'm very big on energy, dog. So like, me and you get along well because I feel the energy, I feel the vibe. Me and Choncho get along well because I feel energy. Same with Gordo, same with DJ Flow. So like, I'm really big on energy.
Shout out DJ Flow here, man.
Shout out to DJ Flow. Yo, so Juaco, let's wrap this up. I'm super glad that you came, man. I'm super grateful. We had a great time.
Thank you guys for having me here.
It feels like we've been talking 20 minutes and we're an hour in already. I wanna wish you much luck and blessings on your future projects coming up. I know we're gonna stay boys. We're gonna stay working together. We're gonna keep doing parties and shows together. I'm super excited.
Yo, thank you for ranking on me first and foremost. But it's been real. It's been fun. Juaco, you got any last words?
Well, to start off, I'm super grateful for all of you. Thank you guys for giving me the opportunity to come here. And honestly, like you said, it's been an hour and it feels like it's only been like 5-10 minutes.
Yeah,
it's
crazy.
I'm having a great time.
We went through that the first show.
Me too, dog.
Hey, but Juaco, thank you for coming out here, you know, showing us how to love, and
thank you guys. And thanks to everybody that's listening here, tuning in on the podcast, because honestly, without you guys, this podcast wouldn't be real. And shout out to everybody that's showing love to all the local, whether it's an artist, people here making the podcast, the DJs, because without everybody showing us love, we wouldn't be who we are. The podcast wouldn't be what it is.
Absolutely.
So shout out to everybody showing love and supporting.
100%. Before we close this deal, so Gordo came up with the idea that he thinks it's only right
Hold this for me.
if we try a soup every podcast from a different restaurant. So Gordo, tell us about this soup, where you bought it from, what soup it is.
So basically, we're out here in Hialeah. So I went to the
Shout out the best city in the world, ladies and
closest
gentlemen.
place that I found on maps. This is actually from Latin Cafe.
Okay.
Sopa de pollo.
Latin Cafe in Hialeah.
Latin Cafe in Hialeah.
Okay.
I've never tried it from out here, so let's see. You know, I'm Cuban. I love sopa de pollo, so let's see what's up.
Let's get it. Let me get your honest feedback here, dog.
Yo, but I heard que los guapos no toman sopa.
Yeah, los hombres no toman sopa, Zeri.
Papi, pero aquí estamos en la sopa, eso no importa.
Yeah, makes sense.
Vamos a ver
we
qué
go.
volada con
Juaco, sí, y el que come sopa con contenedor.
Los guapos.
Los guapos.
Yo no tengo tenedor, yo tengo aquí spoon.
Here we go. Let's see what's up.
Están pingados.
Yo, oye, la gente de Hialeah si están haciendo una sopa de pollo para decirte la verdad. This guy.
Shout out to Latin Cafe, man. Latin Cafe in Hialeah. They got fire soups. Gordo said it here first. So, yo, it was a pleasure. It's been real.
It's been fun.
For real. Had a
But
great
it hasn't
time.
been
But it
real
hasn't been real
ladies and
fun.
gentlemen, so we're going ahead and cut this.
Don't forget to follow us on Instagram at that Sopa Miami, at it's DJ Kicks, at _ Choncho, at Gordo Miami, at Juaco Official. We're here, La Sopa Miami. We're out.
Hey, it's been a pleasure, my brother.
For real. Thank you guys for the opportunity.
Thank you, bro.
Here you go, son.